Hey, you said you want to talk to me about something?
Yeah.
What's up?
Now sit down. I was doing a lot of thinking after this whole thing where they pranked us with the vegetables and stuff, threw them at us.
Okay.
I think Joe's in on it. I mean, think about what happened exactly. He didn't get hit with any, and he ran this way like he knew where to go to avoid. Like when they come running out, throwing them, like I didn't even think about like go use the cars as a shield or anything like that. And I don't think Joe. And why wasn't he where I was? It's almost like he went straight to the cars.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like he purposefully hung back.
Yeah, and the more I keep going over this in my head, the more I'm like, I think he set us up. And it makes sense, Tom, like I've been telling you all along, that there's something going on. Sorry, my toe went on the wrong side of the flip-flop. There's something going on with somebody's on the inside here, right? That has to be helping them know where to get us and when to get us and all that stuff. There's somebody on the inside. How many times have I went to Joe about this? And if you think about it, you know, I know that, you know, we've said, well, you know, are we going to pay $1,000? You know, because we all said that.
Mm-hmm.
However, Joe never has $1,000. He wouldn't pay it.
That is true. He'd leave an IOU slip every time we try to talk about it.
Exactly. So he knows dang well that we're not going to sit there and say you have to give us $1,000. So I think that and maybe he has a loophole. Maybe he had somebody else like Kevin do some of the pranks, right?
Hmm.
Or all of them up until that point. And then he gets in on it. So he has a loophole to sit there and say that, you know what I'm saying, that he didn't.
Right, because I mean, you figure, who knows how often those two actually hang out.
Right, because the only thing we had is if somebody was, our bet was about if somebody was was in on this prank thing all along.
Mm-hmm.
Like if all of a sudden, and this is where I was going to get to, is like if all of a sudden, like maybe I want to do a little something to Joe now, has nothing to do with the overall. Freaking flies. Has nothing to do with the overall pranks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't been doing all this stuff. So why not? You know what I mean? Like if I did a prank, and I'd want you in on it today.
Okay.
Because Joe's coming over later tonight. Why can't we do a prank on him, but it has nothing to do with all the other stuff? You know what I mean? Like as far as we're just paying him back now. So I'm talking about to negate the $1,000 thing. Because I don't want him to be like, oh, now you owe me $1,000.
Right.
Because this has nothing to do with the past ones, because we didn't do the past ones, so this is just one for tonight. So I was trying to wrap my head around, it's like, how can I send a message to Joe about this? So I was thinking, because you know I watch TikTok a lot and stuff,
mm-hmm.
right? And I saw this one thing with they put whipped cream into a water bottle like that, and then remember I did that with water one time.
Yeah, we did that water.
Yeah. I was thinking that I could do put the whipped cream in there, like that.
Okay.
It's just that you would be able to see it in there, so there's a little dilemma. So I was thinking we have to get Joe to a point where he's guessing. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like he doesn't know that.
Where
it's
his guard's
happening.
down.
So I mean, we'll think of something about that. But are you on board with? Because I'm convinced. I've been going over this in my mind, you know, over and over and over again, and something just doesn't make sense.
No, I agree. It is definitely suspicious.
Because you were right near me when I was looking at the sign, but I don't know where he went. It's like he went towards the cars at that point.
He had definitely hung back. I don't know if he was just like observing one of those signs closely, or if he was like...
I don't think so. I don't remember exactly where he was, but I feel like he was more towards the cars.
Well, he would have been if he had hung back.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like he knew that they were going to do it because he was part of it. And they probably got to him. You know what I'm saying? They probably got to him and said, "Hey Joe, if you help us out with this, then we won't get you."
Right, we'll exempt you from future pranks or something like that, considering he has gotten hit with quite a few of them.
Yeah, and we have to come up with something for them. I can't wait till we leave on our trip because I got some things planned for that. And luckily, they won't see any of this stuff because these all come out when we're gone. Yeah, so I'm trying to wrap my head around it. It's like I kind of want to get Joe worse than just whipped cream though. Like Rotten Tomatoes. That'd be nice. Pelt him with Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I could understand that. I would say, this is nice, small. It's not like drastic. It's not gonna like really like ruin my clothes or anything like Rotten Tomatoes might. And this kind of sends a message. And if he doesn't get the message, then maybe he needs a bit more reinforcement.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Is like that's where I've been going in lines with. I kind of feel like it's Joe's getting involved with this somehow, and I think Kevin might be, because I've been very suspicious of Kevin. I still don't understand for the life of me how so many things happen when Kevin's not here.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like when Weber was coming out all the time. How come so many things happen when Weber wasn't here?
Right.
That's why I haven't been inviting him out anymore, because it's like I feel like he was definitely had something to do with this, and because somebody is on the inside, and I'm scrambling in my mind to try to figure out. Somebody knows how to work around our security cameras. Somebody knows how to go around our alarms, our driveway alarm. So I just don't understand how that's possible unless somebody knows it, like you, for instance. But there's certain, like I know it can't be you because you couldn't do that without my knowledge.
Right, exactly.
But see, Jeff knows all about our security systems real well. And all he'd have to do is get somebody on the inside.
True, and Joe would be the one very easily swayed by, hey,
Yeah.
we won't get you if you help us.
Right. That's what I'm saying, is Joe has access to our house many times when we're not even inside. Like
Right.
we might be outside here talking or doing something, and he has to go to the bathroom, or he's getting a beer. And he's always gone for a long time. You ever notice that?
Yeah, not to mention the amount of times he's on his phone.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so we're going to get him. And we'll go with the whipped cream.
Yeah, we've got motive.
We just have to come up with a way that we can figure out to actually have that. Maybe we can think of some type of challenge or something for him to do.
Right, because I was about to say, what's one thing that we know about Joe that can definitely get him distracted?
Well, you know what? He's always wanted to do that, what is that called? The beer guzzle or...
Shotgunning a beer?
Yeah, shotgunning a beer. He always says that we should do a video with just him doing it because he thinks he's the fastest in the world doing it.
Right, which if I could finish, since I wasn't done.
Oh.
One thing that I do know about Joe is that he does like to show off.
Right.
And something like you just mentioned, the shotgunning the beer, is something he definitely likes to show off.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's say we're doing it for TikTok.
Exactly.
Because it's it's only I don't even know how long it takes. I'll tell him I'll give him $100 if he could do it under so many seconds. What do you think that would be hard? Because I don't know how long it takes him to do that. It's like 30 seconds, or is that too long?
That's way too long. Like,
all right.
Think about how long 30 seconds actually is.
Oh, there's no second hand on that.
30 seconds is a long time. Like, if it takes you 30 seconds to shotgun a beer, that's way too long.
That would be me.
That might wind up being you at that point.
Actually, probably take me longer. 10 seconds, you think? Because I want to make it so that he knows that I don't want to make it too low and then he says...
Right, like I think that somebody who's good at shotgunning a beer can probably do it in about 5, but if you set it for 10, he'll definitely just be like, oh,
one
yeah,
Mississippi,
sure.
2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi. Oh, he can. It's definitely before that. He's probably.
And those are fast seconds.
He's probably
that
like
you're
1
just counting.
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5. He's probably like around 5 seconds, right?
Right, but
I'm thinking.
he will like you saying that because really you wouldn't know terribly well.
So I'll tell him
overall.
I'll tell him 10 seconds. I'll give him $100 if he can do it under 10 seconds because I don't think he can. Right?
Right. And then what do you say? Double or nothing for 5 or under?
For 5 or under, yeah.
Because that would definitely get him to be like, that'll be easy.
So then I'll tell him I'm going to go in and get the beer, and I'll get the beer for him. I just don't know where I'm going to hide because I'm going to need to like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, where am I going to hide it at?
Just one of your pockets.
Yeah, I think the water bottle there is going to look. You know?
Honestly,
it's going to have to be like this, probably, like something like.
I mean, when it was in your pocket, I couldn't even tell.
How about like if it's right like that? And
I
then
mean, yeah.
why I'm like ready, set, go. Now, should I get him while he's doing it or after he's done?
Definitely while.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a plan. All right.
There we go.
I'm kind of excited about getting Joe now. But we have to tell him it's for TikTok because it wouldn't make any sense that we're doing a video for, a long video of a 5-second
Right,
thing.
for something that only takes such a short amount of time.
Yeah. All right. Then we got a plan. All right.
Yep.
Good. All right. Don't you tell him.
I'm not going
Because
to.
if you tell him, then my wrath comes.
Bruh, I came out with like almost all the plan of that.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, I got hours to wait now for him to come over, so I might go in the pool.
Okay.
All right. I'm glad to know that you're thinking on the same lines as me. That it's got to be him that's involved working with them.
It was plausible before times, but like this one is like,
Yeah.
yeah, you get it.
Good. All right.